just because they have a penis, they believe that gives them special privileges. And even though the woman is in a bad position, almost slave-like condition, I still don't want you though. And this makes these males angry, because the Bible said I'm the head of household. The Bible said that you're supposed to respect me, but I don't have to earn any respect. I don't have to do nothing. I have a penis. But there is great disappointment for the woman bashers, because it just don't work that way. So these males have no idea of their role except a religious version. Also the female. We can't understand and don't want to accept that we have been made unnatural. So you have two unnatural creatures trying to have a natural relationship. What do you expect? Woo! Plus some of y'all have personality disorders. You're jealous, you're envious, you're greedy. You have all types of messed up thinking, thought processes in your head. So what do you expect? The very society that you live in is unnatural. It is not balanced. It is unjust. It is oppressive. It shows favoritism towards one and oppression towards another. What do you expect out of all of this? Those who are lucky to have binding and long-lasting relationships, you have considered yourself lucky. And some of us have long relationships because you know how to act. Basically, you just act it out and you just tolerate the other partner, and you try to make it look like you got it going on or something is working when really it's not. For the sake of the kids. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We don't want to give respect to the woman, but every day that the male looks below his chest and views that navel, the navel reminds the male, that you came from a female. So you can't get away from her. You can hate women, dislike them, but when it's all said and done, you came from a female. There is no male that does not have a navel because he came from a woman. Now, the woman bashers, I want to talk about them just a second. The woman bashers have conjured up this new word. I don't see it in the dictionary yet, but it's a word called mangina. See, I would be called a mangina because I lift my voice up to uplift the woman, to uplift the womb, to protect the woman at all costs. And it seems as though no matter what the woman does, she can't be wrong. So that makes me a mangina. Even though you will tell her when she goes wrong, even though you will tell her when she is doing something that is detrimental, the woman bashers, the only thing they can hear, and they don't like nobody defending the woman. If you understood, then you knew, and if you was any kind of a male, you would understand that that is still part of the man's role. And if you look in nature, usually the male, he is built stronger. He is built in a manner because he is there for protection. He is there to provide security. He is there to help her raise and protect and defend that life that comes from up out of her womb. But see, most of y'all call the police. Most of y'all waiting on white men to take care of y'all kids, to take care of you, to give you a job, to educate you, so you wouldn't know nothing too much about that. You never had to do that because you are a child and a descendant of slaves. So a male who come from out of slaves, you really can't comprehend. You only can go on the indoctrination. Excuse me for my pronunciation of the word, but they only can go by what they've learned about male, female roles through religious teachings. But at the same time, they have chosen this word, mangina. I guess that means somebody like me, I have a penis, but really I should have a vagina. Because I'm defending womanhood. I'm defending the womb. Now, let's just look at this mangina crap that these fools have come up with. Your penis, sir. Your penis, don't you know that the penis is a primitive vagina? Do your biology, do some research. I was shocked about some of this stuff. But the penis is a primitive vagina. It is made up internally like a vagina. Y'all don't know that, do you? No, you don't. Before, during the process of your development in your mother's womb, prior to you becoming male, and I guess some of y'all know this, you were and looked like a female. So what does this tell us? Is it possible that perhaps somewhere in evolution that we are taught in religion that the man was first, but here's a sign that's telling us that the woman was first and the male came after? In fact, without the female, you cannot have a male at all. Y'all don't like hearing that, do you? Because we have been taught male supremacy. We've been taught in a patriarchal type manner. The Bible and these religious teachings are patriarchal. They give favor to men. And since God did not write these books that I know of, since it was men who wrote the Holy Quran, and since it was men that wrote the Bible, common sense and logic tells us that men will put themselves in a favored position with God. So, in order for the woman to get to God, they have to go through a man, but yet and still the man couldn't get here without the woman. Or, you could not come into existence at all without coming from out of the womb of the universe. Somebody, I believe, has told us some serious lies. We've been under some serious falsehood. So we should not be shocked that there is an imbalance. Something is wrong. Did you know that newborn male babies, they say, I read that brand new male babies, you can get little milk out of their breasts. I don't know who's ever tried it, but that's what I've researched and read. And there are males, because in a man's chest, you still have some of the, what they call it, the mammary glands. You still have some of that. Some men can actually give breast milk. Not only do you see that in human beings, but it has been found in animals also, in other mammals. You don't like that, do you? Because the more we find out just how important the woman is. And for me, there is no jealousy. There is no envy, because I understand my role as a male. There is no jealousy towards women and where life has placed women. It's just like some of us, we are jealous because somebody got this job or somebody got this husband, and we are jealous of. If that's where you fall in life, I'm happy for everybody who is successful, everybody who's doing well, and then I would like to help those who are not doing that well. But we don't. We are jealous of those because we want to have that husband that woman have. We want to have that money that person have. And we pretend we care, but we really like to see people doing bad so we can feel good about ourselves. This is shameful behavior. And from this day on, from this Mother's Day, because your mother, if she was a good mother, she would have taught you better. And I'm pretty sure many of our mothers did, but we fall victim to our own self-demons. So, these males, they make mockery of women, insult and degrade that essence which brought them into existence. These religious fanatics, because I'm guarantee you the majority of them have a religious idea of where women's supposed to be, their role supposed to be in life. And basically, it's a servant to the male. But at the same time, you say that you are a religious believer and you believe in these scriptures or these things taught in religion. For those of you who are Christian, and since the Bible and the Quran are interchangeable, the same principles apply. And all of you respect what they call the 10 Commandments. Don't the 10 Commandments tell you, honor thy mother? These women who you don't like, many of them are mothers. They are the womb. It says, honor thy mother. It did not say she had to be perfect, that she couldn't be ghetto. She had to be fat, or she had to be slim. She had to be Korean. She had to be an Arab lady, or it said honor your mother. But since you don't have respect for the womb, you don't have respect for women, period, and you really are a hypocrite. You don't care about your religious teaching. You are selfish. You care about your feelings getting hurt and what you want. So your understanding is limited because you are filled with emotion, and in the streets, they'll call you a little, I'm going to say this now, y'all get ready for it, it's going to be the B word, but they'll call you a little bitch. And in fact, you act like a woman because they say that women are emotional and women are weak-minded and blah, blah. And here are these women bashers with all their thousands of videos. Never stop. It has slowed down, but it never stops because as soon as one woman basher get tired, here come another with his feelings hurt to take his place. Pathetic, pitiful men. If you were standing up, being men like you're supposed to, and had some kind of idea of what your role in life was as a male, you wouldn't be spending all your time running around here woman bashing folks. You would honor your mother. It did not say she had to be perfect or some kind of special way, or your personal mother. Honor the womb. And what is so upsetting to the woman bashers is that these women, the female is not as weak as they think. Because although the woman is in a weakened state, she has been made unnatural. The womb has become corrupted. But even out of that corruption, even out of the corruption, the womb still produce males. And the males are called divine masculines. I didn't know what that was. Y'all are familiar with my little title. When I first came to YouTube, it was just Brother AdMinister, Taalik Ibn'rad. But when the sisters saw that I would stand for them, that I would stand for the womb, defend the woman, then they called me a divine masculine. These are males who are trying to learn what a man's supposed to do. Understand their roles. Understand the role of the female. Trying to bring balance to that which has been made unbalanced. And so when these woman bashers, when they come face to face with a divine masculine, they become like the sissies they really are. They put their tail between their legs and run away. Now, if it's just the sisters by themselves, they'll just keep attacking. But when that real man, that lion shows up, then like the little hyenas they are, the little cowards they are, the little snakes they are, trifling things, they try to fight, try to be a man. But see, how you gonna, that's the key. You trying to be a man. You don't know what it is. Because if you was any kind of real man, there is no way in hell you would be attacking women regardless to their condition. Because as a divine masculine, you understand why they are in the condition that they are in. And if you really love black people and you talk about our condition, and yes, we are some hell raisers and we ignorant and all these different things, but you would understand why. You know the root cause. So it's up to the divine masculine to heal that woman and fight that which caused her to be in that position and place her back where she needs to be. And once you do that, she bring us back into balance. And pretty soon this earth itself will come back into balance. But right now you have anarchy, chaos, confusion. And in the Quran, it says that Allah is not the author of confusion. So if you are living in a world and you have all this Islam all over the place, you have Christianity all over the place, and Allah is not the author of confusion, where is it coming from? These woman bashers should be shaming themselves. They will attack women, but will not attack that which placed the woman and made the woman what she is today. Oh, these women have too much power. They have too much privilege. Who gave the woman the power and the privilege that they have? If you defeat, if you take out of power that which gives them gave them their power, then it's over for them. But see, being the little sissies they are, they'll rather attack the victim. They'll rather try to attack an easy target rather than stand up and attack that which is an enemy to the woman and an enemy to them. Bunch of losers. You'll never go wrong. Stand